Yeah, Marvel Snap's newest card is Polaris Horseman of Pestilence. And, you know, I think this one is okay. A lot like Archangel last week, where, you know, I think this absolutely can be played in some decks that have Affliction synergies in order to activate this objective. She slots in rather effectively as a 2-cost card that can put some pretty decent points into play. It's literally like they're printing these objective cards one by one to support different archetypes with a, I think, reasonably solid inclusion. At the same time, I think you could totally forget this card exists and maybe not notice for a really long time. Like maybe eventually, you know, we circle back around and there's an insane Affliction deck. But at the same time, I don't think this pushes Affliction decks into the top of the meta or anything. And if you did play an Affliction deck, I think you could leave Polaris Horseman of Pestilence out and maybe not really feel all that different about your experience. But when this does go well in a deck like this one today, of course, Polaris can pull out, you know, a 20 power Hulk, and she's kind of like a 222, which is absolutely nuts. And even if you don't hit the Hulk, you know, hitting an Abomination or Ajax or Thing might still push Polaris towards that, you know, net total power output of 10 or more. Pulling a Thing is sometimes worth, you know, an additional 10 points, and she's 2, so you're talking about a 12 power card in that case, which is still well above rate for a 2-drop. So as long as you're reliably meeting this objective, yeah, Polaris is going to feel pretty competitive for a 2-cost card. And this high Evo Affliction kind of merge deck here has no trouble meeting Polaris's objective. Laufey can actually do it basically all by himself because Polaris does look at both you and your opponent's cards, unlike Abomination Note, which through high Evo only looks at enemy cards specifically. So pretty easy to trigger Polaris. On that note, by the way, sometimes that's a bad thing, not a good thing, because sometimes it triggers your Polaris before you want it to. Same story with like Scorpion and Cassandra Nova, because you're putting some of that power in your opponent's hand. If they play a debuffed card, they might trigger your Polaris early while you still have a Wasp or a Misty Knight in hand, instead of trying to isolate your hand down to the bigger cards, which is the goal, where you're like leaving your hand with just an Ajax or Hulk to really make sure you hit a key target. So sometimes threading the needle a little bit on the Afflictions is a little bit tough for Polaris. Now, on top of that, we've also got some counters that exist. I ran into multiple Luke Cages today, which might have been over-indexed a little because today is Polaris's release date, but also Stardust is out there in the meta a lot, and Stardust actually also prevents Polaris from working. So there's actually like some tech cards. Also Deafening Chord. I saw a lot of Deafening Chord and Cosmic Ghost Rider, which can all be ways to shut down Polaris's effect. So, you know, because it's a card that if you play towards that kind of high upside, you can definitely expose yourself to some risk where this ends up just being a 2-2 in many cases. There's also just like spacing concerns. You got to make sure you have the space available for that card to hit. And then like math concerns where it's like, gosh, of one spot available, is the Thing going to be enough? So there's just like some kind of awkwardness or risk also baked into Polaris here compared to other 2-drops, I think, which are just maybe more reliable power output in some cases. So again, I'm torn. Like, yeah, it's a 222 sometimes, right? You hit the Hulk, it's nuts. Other times it whiffs or it just like comes out at the wrong moment and things feel weird. On top of that, this deck is actually constructed in a way with a lot of great hits. There's so many cards here that are great off Polaris. Trying to play this in other decks, like even an Affliction deck, they might only have Ajax as like a big guy, right? And if you're pulling like 2 and 3 drops off your Polaris, maybe not always as powerful. Perhaps if it's a Diamondback or something that's really synergistic, sure, or a Hazmat that's key, but other times, you know, maybe not as much raw power output as you'd expect, or not cheating as much energy as you might hope for Polaris. So there's also kind of the deck construction side of it, where you want a nice mix of cheap stuff and expensive stuff. Cheap stuff to be able to get it out of hand easily. That's why like Wasp is, I think, a good fit in here. But also the big stuff to pay off the Polaris. So again, I'm just kind of wishy-washy on this one, where I see some glimmers of brilliance, but I also see a lot of downside and a lot of kind of awkwardness and frustration out of this card too. So all in all, I don't think this is one you have to have. That said, you know, watch this video, see what you think, keep an eye out on more data as it rolls in. We'll have a better picture on Polaris. But I think right now I'm just kind of thinking okay at best. All right, Deafening Chord is interesting for 2 reasons. We get to use it, but also we get to lose our Polaris to it. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Polaris is not been my favorite card today, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It's been okay, I think. I don't want to like totally trash it, but it's not been my favorite. Strange Supreme. I mean, it's got to be Cyclops. Actually, does it? Maybe it's just Deafening Chord already? I think I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine. It may not always hit, you know, but I don't even always hate. They're so mad, dude. They they see it's their card. They see it's the chord. Oh, that's so funny, dude. They're so mad. They're rolling the dice at me now. They're mad, dog. This certainly feels like Laufey, although, man, Nova is also quite strong. You also want to get the Cyclops down earlier rather than later. There's so many good choices here. If you go Cyclops now, you got a 2-cost A-Bomb. You could play Cassandra A-Bomb next turn, maybe. I don't know. I really like that we turned off the Strange Supreme for the record, because it makes like the Cyclops... Like, A-Bomb would be hard to work with otherwise, because Strange would keep eating all of the debuffed cards. You know what I mean? That would be tough. Oh, did we lose our... Oh my god, they're just getting a free win in Sanctum Sanctorum. That's baller, actually. That's pretty sick. Man, now I sort of want to go, like, Laufey and set up for a good Polaris, but I think... Oh, if you got A-Bomb to 0, right, you'd be so happy. But you don't know if your Polaris is going to connect necessarily. What's Cassandra? 8 still, unless they draw more. It could be 7 maybe, depending on the... Cyclops turned off. Interestingly enough, I don't know if he was ever going to activate again anyway. That's kind of hilarious. You know what I mean? I'm like kind of planning to spend all my energy every turn, so it's sort of funny. Yeah, no additional debuffed cards played, so we're right back with the A-Bomb again. I guess you do I guess you do this, but you just don't know where the opponent's planning to get strong, right? Are they worried about the Polaris, number one? Do they say like, oh, I avoid the Polaris? But we have the bigger lead left. I mean, I have an 8-point lead and I'm playing 9, so it's a 17-point development. It's like, you know, Thanos plus Scarlet Spider is exactly 17. If I hit a Hulk off the Polaris here, I feel better, but I may not hit anything off the... Oh, well, no. Laufey ensures we're going to hit off the Polaris, I guess. So it's like, do you play Laufey elsewhere? Because he's actually more points than Abomination, right? Probably they have priorities, so he nets you quite a few. Yeah, I think you probably do it this way. If you really trusted your Hulk, you could play A-Bomb left, but I don't trust my Hulk. I don't think we hit the 1 and 3. I think we get Thing. I think we get the Thing, not the Hulk. Oh, they just went hard, right? Strife makes me very nervous. Oh boy. I gotta hit Hulk maybe, guys. I haven't done the math yet, but I gotta hit Hulk maybe. We gotta hit Hulk, guys. Do we have to hit Hulk? Maybe not. Anything but high Evo, but the Hulk connects. Let's go. What is that? Don't be Foom. Maybe even Foom's okay, actually. Oh, it's just like a stone or something. Opponent is giving me the miss minutes. Dude, they seem annoyed, but like, they get a free win in Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm playing like a nude thing. I'm not playing like some, you know, I'm not playing like Fin Fang Foom or something annoying, right? They're the ones using the Strife here. Why are they emoting me so much? I feel like they had a pretty good run of this game. The salt here, I mean, yeah, I hit a 1 and 3, but they don't know what else was in my hand anyway. You know, it could have been an Ajax, it could have been something, and I didn't even need all that many points. In fact, I think anything except High Evo won, right? High Evo would be 13 less points, that would lose, but Thing would win with his afflictions, right? So I don't know, dude. We had a pretty bad roll early, and they I guess they're maybe salty about the Strange Supreme, but I don't know. Okay, Scorpion on 2. Sandbar, not a problem for us. We like Sandbar. Can't hurt us, can't hurt the opponent, so only good news. Quantum Tunnel, yeah, sure. I'll take a Scorpion back. On reveals are great to play here. Maybe we hit a good early Cassandra Nova. Maybe we just rip Polaris out of the deck. Maybe we get a big Hulk. Who knows? We got the thing that did none of those things that we wanted. Yay! And I drew the one drop that would have came off Hell's Kitchen for free anyway. Yay! Delightful result. Just delightful result. Oh god, how bad and unlucky was that? Literally the only card in the deck I didn't want, man. Oh my god, so bad. All right, some debuff cards already in play though, so that's good. Scorpion is back, like we said. Yeah, let's do that and just play off the Cyclops here again, I guess. Scorpion's gonna hit something good this time. Thing I'll take, even though we don't get his on reveal. It's just kind of big. That's okay. Polaris is getting she's getting excited. We got some play here. Shulao early, and it did nothing because the card was not in play, I guess. Laufey here does help your Polaris, right? It's not about number of cards, it's about I think, do we save the Wasp or do we, I don't know. For Cassandra, you definitely want her to hit earlier. I don't really want to redraw the Wasp, but I think I have a pretty decent line next turn anyway. Like, Abomination's gonna be one. Polaris can pull an Ajax or whatever. If there's a bigger card, he'll just pull a bigger card instead. So. Nova, nice. Okay, indeed. I mean, she's not still huge, but against the Thanos deck, she'll be okay. Yeah, 9's still pretty good. Like that. They finally turn off Sandbar in its Mojo world, which is admittedly not my strongest suit. Ooh, that also makes my A-bomb so much worse. Oh no. No. Soulstone's not debuffed either, unfortunately. Okay. A-bomb back due to Cyclops, thank God. I was hoping we'd catch a 0, you know. So if I get a big guy, oh, he drew the Wasp again. Okay. Yeah, actually this is fine. This will always pull Ajax. That makes us crazy strong left. This makes me crazy strong mid. I mean, I'm already ahead a bunch. Even if you pull Scorpion here, it's not a disaster. And like the opponent actually still has to flip right too. Like right's not over, you know. But I'm really not even, right's just a bonus. Like we'll take whatever, you know. But if I get a Hulk mid, that's gonna be insane. Polaris is huge left. Ajax is not like a crazy monster, but he's pretty big with the potential to get even bigger if Cyclops catches more bodies left. So could be 12 or 13, I guess. I don't even think we need him necessarily though to be that, because it's like left is gonna be really strong anyway. So I like that Polaris can pull out a big guy too, like post Shang-Chi or something, right? Like if the opponent goes to Shang-Chi, you know, it's not gonna catch the Ajax here. Yeah, they did get, you know, something left. 14 actually. They played another card right too. Nice, man. Yeah, this actually caught a lot of buffs. A free 514. So Polaris was straight up just a 216 in this game. Victory. Straight up a 216. Like just crazy, right? Like it's just, that's good enough, man. Like that's all I need. 216 is great. That's a fantastic result. And actually even more with Mojo World if you think about it, right? Because like we had to get an extra body. The body itself mattered. Although playing Polaris right also would have won us this game. So she was perfect. That's as good as it gets. All right, Misty Knight. Yeah, Scorpion is good. Turn 2. Nova later's fine. Batman deck, so lots of move here. Vault seems like a fine spot to play some cards. I need to find Polaris. That would actually be a cool way to splash some power in Vault later. Scream does help our Polaris too, potentially. Like, you know. Ooh, Cyclops. Nice, actually. Pretty good. Does make Nova a bit worse, but that's okay. She's still all right. Now, with moves, we got to be careful with, like, Stegron, I guess. I don't know, just in general, like Spider-Punk mid, be a big old swing mid. Stegron, what else? Polaris, I guess. People running double Polaris decks, it's kind of funny. Rocket and Groot, we dodge on that one, that's kind of nice. Do we just keep going mid here? I want Thing to hit bodies, but I also don't really want to enable the Rocket and Groot too hard. I don't know. Oh, he moved. Perfect. Okay, sick. They're just moving Batman out, I guess. I mean, I feel usually pretty good about winning Throne Room if we find Hulk or Ajax, but gotta find them. There's their Polaris. Okay. It's already active, which is cool. Rogue is pretty garbage though. Like, this is the problem with Polaris and decks like this to me, is like, I can see that it's activating, you know, relatively regularly. That's not enough points there, right? I guess, do you just rip the Laufey already? I mean, do you actually just go all in here and just like, hey, your moves aren't really gonna work, you know? Because it's like, hey, you want to Stegron? Like, sorry, dude, your move's not gonna work. I'm full. I think it's actually okay because it's like a pretty big power dump everywhere, and they're already sort of weak, right? And it's like, I think they're gonna over rely on Stegron or whatever it is here, you know? Not even that really. So that's a good shield spot, I guess, but like, they like, what do they do here? I don't actually have a great, oh, what an insane top deck. I don't have a great play left, but I do. Although Ajax is one of those weird cards maybe where the layering is wrong on Throne Room, and I think he's seen as a 7 power card actually. So I don't actually know if this is any good or not, honestly, but the opponent also probably scared of like Hulk or whatever too, you know. We just kind of got out ahead of them here. I like you know, Polaris, part of the reason I played it in this deck today is because I knew it had big things to hit. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with cheating a 3-cost card into play, but especially if you have like conditional 3-cost cards like Rogue, it's like, oh, I don't know, man. Wow, Onslaught gone for the opponent. I don't know what their deck is, but it feels like if they got an Onslaught, they care about having an Onslaught, so that's probably good news. You don't run Onslaught as just a little bonus. I mean, you just you gotta run that as a commitment, right? So Polaris is great. I don't think we need to worry about but we don't need to worry about floating right now. I'm not even totally sure Misty Knight belongs in this deck. I just thought, hey, it's a 1-drop. It's kind of free, right? Like, it's a pretty decent free 1-drop. So I don't know though. I think a good argument, you could cut Misty Knight and just run a Celine, or I thought about Silver Sable. There's a few things that seemed reasonable to me. Onslaught, Mr. Fantastic. So might be looking at like Moonstone stuff still. Boy, this hand sucks. Next turn I can't play like anything, dude. I need I don't even know what I need. I just need better cards than I got right now, I'll tell you that. Laufey's chill, I guess. Laufey's gonna send Polaris to 3, sometimes more if they play another card here, but oh my god, just why? Right, why do you have that, boss? Am I crazy to think maybe I could win still? I don't know. I don't know what goes mid. Mystique, no. I don't know. I think there's a chance I win. I don't know. It's not Onslaught. Oh, Iron Man's decent, I guess. That's good enough. Yeah, good enough. Man, what a depressing game. Pretty easy win without Luke Cage, I think, right? But it's just random ongoing tech in there. I'm actually really surprised by this because normally you don't really care if your cards get debuffed in a fantastic combo deck like this, like Tribunal Fantastic stuff. You don't really care. It doesn't matter because all your points are coming off the abilities, right? They're not coming off the points. I feel like I would not have Luke Cage in this deck, but maybe it's literally just because today is Polaris Day, right? That might be the reason, and that might be a totally great reason. You might not need any other explanation. Maybe any other day, but today it's wrong, but today it's right. Hey, that's a good hand. Okay. Polaris into Cassandra Nova Laufey's good. I'm still not, like, Misty Knight, I don't know, man. Like, she's only hitting very occasionally in this deck. Cyclops, I think you need. So, like, that pair up is good. Hulk 2, of course. I mean, like, there's reasons, but it's just, it leaves me wondering. I do like stacking a little bit here for the Laufey. I don't think the Nova goes in because you don't want to lock out too hard. Who gets hit here? Who gets hit here? Nova gets hit. Okay. So that means Cyclops is hitting instead for sure. Oh my goodness. Boy. Boy. Cyclops, do not screw me, dude. Come on, Cyclops. Don't screw me, dude. Do you ever go Scorpion? It's like this Nova being in hand as a pig also just kind of sucks, man. Like, because Polaris is gonna want to hit it, you know? It's really hard. Oh my goodness, Moondragon Patriot. Whoa. Guessing there's gonna be an Ultron later then, huh? Do you feel like if you commit to the Laufey left that you just always win left? If they go for like an Ultron lane, yeah, and then maybe just Ajax elsewhere. Iceman, Ajax. All right, I was gonna play Ajax on 5 and Laufey on 6, but opponent has other plans, huh? Oh, bro, you can't play Laufey left and hope to hit the Polaris. So this rips your Polaris if you go for it. Does she hit Ajax or Thing? If so, you feel pretty good about left, but god dang, dude, if Danger Room rips you, you're screwed, and if you get Cassandra Nova, you're screwed. Danger Room, we're safe. Don't get Nova, please. Don't get Nova, please. Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good freaking hit. Okay, Thing mid now looks awesome. And I guess you can play the Nova to take the bait for the Danger Room. She's gonna get killed instead of Thing, right? Good news is Thing does add points either way, right? Like even if he gets deleted, you're still kind of okay, maybe. I think you are okay, right? Yeah, I don't think that's ever enough. Well, he lived. No, it would have. Oh my god, no, it totally would have been enough. Oh my god, it would have been a 14 to 11. I even threw the sacrifice to Danger Room and it just did not care. I did not lose a single card. Actually, nobody lost a card to Danger Room. 6 straight went through. Okay, yeah, this game was a little weird. I set up for Laufey left, and then obviously there wasn't space for that and Polaris. I don't know what I was doing, but this was good, actually. This all worked out okay. Astral Plane, man. Okay, I mean, yeah, Nova would have been the home run, I think. Frankly, all the cards in hand had upside, though. Like, you know, Cyclops, Hulk can scale. Nova gets bigger, Scorpion's a debuff, so, you know, everybody was fine, I guess. Need to find that Polaris, because their hand is going to be crazy debuffed. Surge, again for 0, kind of funny. Nova's a really good cloning Vats card, though. Man, a really good one. Really, really, really good cloning Vats card. Like, dude, their whole hand is shredded. Their deck's about to get shredded. It's going to be beautiful Affliction. I think you keep playing Novas and not Cyclopses, right? I don't think you need the Cyclopses at that point. They're going to have basically one card that's not afflicted or something. Basically whatever they drew this turn. Caliban returning the favor a little bit here. Okay. Ajax is a wonderful hit. Do you go Misty over Vibranium? I don't know if you need to. Currently, does the opponent even know I'm a Haivo deck? I guess, does it show them at the beginning, maybe? I don't actually know that. I don't know if we're ever going to float energy for Misty, though, or not. Like, theoretically, you could this next turn. Oh, dude, Polaris is definitely going off already, by the way. That's going to lock them out mid, though. Do they get the card they want? There's a lot of stuff in hand, probably, right? 4 cards in hand. What do they hit? Oh, they got pretty lucky. Galactus was a great hit. Yeah, I mean, obviously a hit we can still easily beat here, but pretty great hit, I would say. Do you actually go Nova again? Like, it's just so powerful, but I guess you're playing like Cyclops plus Nova next turn. Maybe you just put Misty left in that case. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to play the Novas, right? Caliban is actually going to hit a Nova in that case. We don't know which one. Is there a risk if it hits the one mid that we don't win mid? Bro, Man-Thing's like a lot, but I think we're still going to be okay. Is that going to activate Caliban? Not quite yet, right? I think they're only at 2. Do they have an Ajax that can win right? Not threat at all. They have 2 Calibans. If they both hit the Cassandra mid, how big is she? She's going to 18. So that's 22, 23 to 12. That's an 11-point lead. I mean, they would both have to hit. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way. Cyclops getting hit could also lose me left, though. They have like Ajax or something. They're just going for the other man thing, which is also pretty insane. This could hit a Caliban that maybe the Caliban objective goes off first, though, right? Boy, I hope this holds. I'm like a little nervous. Oh, that rock is going to go off now instead because of the wasp. That's, I think, kind of unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Surge was still -2. I didn't even see that. Shang-Chi! Oh, but we still win by 1 point.
Victory.
Wow. Wow, wait, did the Calibans? Oh, they hit at least once on Cyclops, and this one did get hit, but we held like we talked about, right? Ooh. This game got weirdly close. I am just not having any Polaris games, but this was another fun where the opponent at least had some fun with Polaris. I'm missing it, but the opponents are enjoying it. Aunt Maze. Okay, Cassandra not getting any bonuses here. M'Baku might be a C3 deck, which certainly debuffs would hurt if they don't have a Luke Cage. Polaris is good. Cyclops hopefully feels good, right? We might still go Nova on 3, Cyclops on 4, Laufey on 5. Yeah, that all kind of works out nicely, I think. Oh, dang, dude. Dang, dude. Well, being behind on that sucks. Jeez, they called that shot. I mean, if they're a C3 deck, they're gonna have a hard time getting strong anywhere else. Oh, okay. No, I'm actually pumped about that. It's honestly crazy that your deck has that big of a lead. Like, you just gave up, what is that, 42-point lead? Just because you would die everywhere else in your C3 deck, right? Now, the question I have next is, do they have Luke Cage? Not 3 power, right? So I don't know. Oh, also, oh my god, the Aunt Maze normally would have been perfect for the Cerebro, but it was already debuffed by Nova. That said, if they do indeed again have the Luke, things will get weird again. I guess you go Laufey. Maybe you play the Misty Knight here just because that guarantees you get a better card off the Polaris. I mean, that said, you're getting a 3 out of 4 anyway for Polaris to be pretty great. Thing could actually also still connect because of the objective ordering, which is pretty cool. Again, it's really just going to come down to Luke Cage here, I think, and nothing else. Luke Cage is going to drop a lot of power instantly that we have to figure out. Honestly. That's honestly unbelievable. Like, I actually literally cannot believe I hit that Misty Knight still. That's actually just unbelievable to me. I am honestly too lazy to figure out Cerebro math if they have a Luke Cage. I think we probably just lose if they have Luke Cage, but this is a pretty weak location, I guess, because Polaris isn't as strong. And then maybe... I don't even know if you need A-Bomb left in that case, because they might not try to win left. You honestly might be able to get away with this, but I don't know. Do they just give up left if they have Luke Cage? I mean, if they have Luke Cage, they're probably playing max, what, 2-3 power cards on top of that? Oh, God, I don't know. This feels weird and wrong to, like, double down this hard. This is playing against Luke Cage. You think if they don't have Luke Cage, you win anyway like this, right? So maybe it's fine either way, right? Oh god, if that's Luke Cage plus something left, I might actually lose the game. Right's gonna be gone too. I forgot Thing is moving. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot Thing is moving. What the heck, dude? Also, for a brief moment, they actually do have the Luke Cage. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable work. All right. Yeah, we can play Misty, I guess. Seems harmless. We can actually just throw out a Wasp next turn as we need to, if that's the only thing we have. Why is my untapped very inaccurate? Like, very, very inaccurate. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Far Sinister. Oh my goodness. Yes, that could be big. So I don't have Sunspot in this deck, even though this does not. I don't know. No sunspot in here, none of that package. Ooh, Polaris. She can go left, I guess, but that does leave me only one more spot there, and I can't always control exactly when that hits, but fortunately for us, Crimson Cosmos has other plans, so I don't know if we really have a choice. Ajax right, Hyevo right, few options there. Hulk mid, probably just always wins mid, but also might be a card you want to win left. Cyclops. Just put Cyclops in here already. It turns off the Polaris is the only thing, right? But again, he doesn't want to go mid. I feel like left, they only have one spot remaining. We have a pretty good lead. I think you just say screw the Polaris and just win left anyway. As long as they don't have like a Doctor Strange Supreme or like a Killmonger or something, that probably just works out fine. Cosmos! No! Honestly, yeah, you gotta float at least one, so I guess you go Hyevo here and just Hulk mid. Like, surely you hold left. How do you lose left? Yeah, you do. Okay. Nice. In Saba Nur, actually. Oh my god. I don't even know how these all work, dog. Like, do they start replacing themselves at some point? You know what I mean? Like, no, I guess they'll just cycle through like Surge, you know, but the thing is, like, they're kind of like, oh my god, Shang-Chi, that's actually fine so far, but we're still routing through left here. Space Stone's still fine. Power Stone is next. How many tries did they get on this? Mine, so they're right back where they started. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're chilling on Hulk here, obviously. Yeah, okay. This game was a weird game for numerous reasons. My untapped isn't working, number one. Number two, Polaris just got locked out, but it was just the right decision, right? There was just no debate about it. It was just clearly the right decision. Opponent had to kind of hope that mid would hold, but obviously it doesn't hold here. Yeah, all right, man. I dig it. Mobius, by the way, ruined my abomination, but we didn't care. Giant Hulk. Polaris was just a dude. Just the 2-power dude. Oh my goodness, this giant hand. That made Cassandra Nova some hot garbage. But, you know, Polaris is here, so that's fine. We'll catch it back up. Opponent might play a lot of cards early, too, which would be cool. Shuri's Lab is not the good spot for Polaris. We want to put, like, A-bombs there. I guess Laufey's pretty cool there, potentially, too. Oh my goodness, Limbo. More time for Cyclops and all my dudes. Do we still play Cassandra here just because, like, now I've kind of got some time? I guess so, yeah. It's still going to be 8 power. It's not great, to be honest. Ooh, Jack Flag, too. Dang, dude. Some monster hits here. It's more about, like, you know, the rest of their deck being worse. That's part of it. Cassandra matches Jack, but then you got to match, like, everybody else. That's going to be the tough part. Cyclops left, start floating a turn, get Hulk bigger. Hulk can definitely steal Shuri's Lab by himself, too. We do not care about Stardust, but we're pumped it's there, of course, for Cyclops. That makes Cyclops a lot happier. So you maybe go Thing mid here just to make A-Bomb better. Or maybe that's Laufey then, I guess. Yeah, that actually activates Polaris right away, though. That's the problem. Thing could also activate. No, Thing will, if they play a card here, Thing would also activate Polaris. Maybe you just load up the Ajax for now. I don't know. I just, like, I want to play more small stuff before Polaris goes off, right? I want to isolate her down to better targets here. So maybe you do this. I don't know. I'm floating 2. If I didn't have an extra turn here, all of this would feel really dumb and bad, but I think with the extra turn, I feel better about it. Wow, Ironheart is not bad. Cosmic Ghost Rider, what was the other one? Luna Snow. Wait, why didn't... Oh, Luna Stardust. No Luna, okay. So Polaris is at 4 now. No, she's at 5 now. Oh, I forgot they played a card and then Cyclops, but I guess because it happened at end of turn, oh no, it's Stardust! Stardust, you idiot! Oh my god, I keep forgetting about freaking Stardust, dog. Every time it's freaking Stardust, dude. Do you go Ajax here and Wasp here? That puts A-Bomb at 1 and Hulk gets 1 more boost here. And if they play any debuff cards, A-Bomb goes to 0. Ajax is probably our best bet, but like Thing is technically right now about the same size, so I don't know. I don't actually feel bad here, by the way. Unless they turn off Limbo, I guess I feel kind of bad. Do we just leave right? Like, just make them win it? Like, I feel like we can. Just win left and mid, right? Like, A-Bomb indeed at 0. Hulk just farms mid, and then I actually think... Oh, Hydra Bob, right, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's kind of going to waste that, I think. I mean, I don't know. Does Hulk win mid? Not always, but sometimes, yeah. Goes to 40. Definitely possible they have a giant guy that they beat it, but I think there's a chance we hold. They don't even play mid. Oh my god, wait, what? Aurora they think's gonna be enough? I don't think so, man. Sorry, dude. I'm a monster here. Yeah, Polaris countered by Stardust, unfortunately, but it just didn't matter. The rest of the deck worked out so well, and I think Limbo makes us so much stronger as well. I think you gotta play Polaris mid here, right? Why are you playing this right with your Iska there? I mean, I guess Iska's pretty tiny. Also, Bob did steal Iska's buff too, which doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt us, helps us. Hello, opponent. Are you a Luke Cage enjoyer? If so, I retract my fist bumps. My fist bumps have been retracted. Cloning Vat's Wasp. In theory, I don't hate it. I like Cassandra Nova a lot more because of the, you know, multiple scaling, but how many Cassandras you really gonna put in there, you know? I don't know, that seems a little greedy though. Let's just wait. There would have been a target here to hit. Craven for the opponent, okay. We'll still go Cassandra here. I think multiple Cassandras is pretty sweet. It's not the biggest Cassandra, but you know, 6 + 5 is still gonna be a big turn 4 play. Like 11 power play there is gonna be pretty nice, I think. She's also like clearing space, although we are moving into the Kingpin. Oh my god, dude. I've had Asteroid M like 5 times today. I don't want to do the thing where I talk about it being a freaking featured location, but it's like tilting me. And I think, I only get a 4 power one now. That is so actually tilting. I can't believe how tilting that is. I'm honestly so unreasonably mad that oh my god, what an insane combo for this deck to have, man. I'm over the moon angry right now. That is a sick Zorn, by the way. I'm just loading up left so I don't have to stress about it anymore, man. Get out of here, left. Nova's only gaining 4 here, but that's still pretty decent, actually. And you think left probably holds like this, right? It's crazy big. And then you just play like a Hulk right or something. I don't know. You just gotta hope this holds. I'm a little worried because Batman makes space. Could be big guys too, like oh my god, I forgot that's symmetrical. Oh my god. Oh jeez Louise. Oh god, Asteroid M just got a pain again. Hey, does Polaris create a play here for me, man? Yes, anything's good. Yes, Polaris, you're insane. Actually, does Zorn move the Polaris? No, it's 3 or 4 costs. Yeah, that's even better. I get to dodge the Zorn. Don't trigger any moves here. Thing holds left. They still got to work right. Polaris is nuts mid. I mean, obviously High Evo's the low roll, so you know where my brain's going. But Hulk is insane. Ajax is insane. Cassandra is honestly insane. Oh, I forgot she could pull another Polaris, and that won't work. Oh no, that's the actual low roll. Oh god, no. Okay, I'll take it. That's fine. What, like 11 or something? That's fine. That's pretty good. Not as good as Ajax or Hulk, but more than enough here. And we're actually gonna hold right too. Their Polaris kind of sucked, it looks like. I forgot we're getting an extra Polaris in hand. That made our odds notably worse because the second one I think misses its window, right? I don't think it triggers. Like you're already in the phase. I don't think you get it. All right, Scorpion. Battling Thanos himself here. The disguise isn't super helpful when your name is still just Thanos. Dude, I don't know. Cassandra mid's not good, but it's really funny. Like, it's really funny. Can I win if I do it's the question, right? They have 6 cards in hand. I don't think they really care, right? I think you just got to put your Hulk there or whatever. Don't tell me this is a goblin or something. Do not tell me. Okay, Drax is chilling. All these Draxes are gonna move. Oh, actually, will they not move? Because the first one won't move, and then the other ones also won't move, right? Can I just leave those in place for a minute? I don't know. I like that A-bomb's already crazy cheap. I might just be able to leave those in place for a minute, man. Doom 2099. Okay. Like, can I just play like A-bomb and Hulk on the final turn, right? And just call it a day? I mean, I guess you actually like Ajax better, but does it move your Draxes? No, they don't move still, because they're not going to be winning here if the first one won't be winning. So no, they won't move. So then you just splash Hulk and A-bomb, right? Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think they ever, unless they got a random Iron Man or something in the deck, I just don't think they ever beat us. Sandman we definitely don't care about. That's fine. Ajax here is worth $1 million. So these get buffed, but they don't move, right? That's the important part. We want them locked. We think 33 is always safe, don't we? Galactus is not big enough. We think that's always safe. Also, is Laufey just better because you float Cyclops? The first Laufey goes to 9. Well, I don't know. They all get I don't know. I'm too lazy to count, to be honest with you, so I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to play the Hulk because I'm certain the Hulk is big enough. Don't be Iron Man. Anything but Iron Man's fine. Yeah, Dr. Doom doesn't matter. That's okay. There is a chance to get a Doombot right, but it's not enough points. It just doesn't matter. Shame we didn't get a Polaris this game, but a pretty fun game. Keeping the Draxes kind of locked in there was fun. If the Draxes all like synced up their logic, you know, they'd be better off, but they don't sync up. Somebody do the math on the Laufeys because I'm just so lazy. I can't do it.